Good morning, children. Namaste. How are you all? I think you all are doing well, right? Today we are going to start new lesson. The name of lesson is States of Matter. Children, in today's session, we are going to learn what is matter and what are the three states of matter. Children, before we start the lesson, children, we will learn what are the new words which come across in this session. First word is matter. M-A-T-T-E-R. Matter. Next word, volume. V-O-L-U-M-E. Volume. Occupy. O-C-C-U-P-Y. Occupy. Molecules. M-O-L-E-C-U-L-E-S. Molecules. What's the spelling of molecules? M-O-L-E-C-U-L-E-S. Molecules. Definite. D-E-F-I-N-I-T-E. Definite. Particles. P-A-R-T-I-C-L-E-S. Particles. Next word, liquids. L-I-Q-U-I-D-S. Liquids. Solids. S-O-L-I-D-S. Solids. Gases. G-A-S-E-S. Gases. Children, these are the three states of matter which we are going to learn in this session. Children, let us try to understand what is matter. Children, I am going to show you a small image. Try to observe it. Yeah, you can find number of things are shown in this image, right? Like milk, coke, bell, balloons, pen, hot air balloon, books, pear, fruits, right? So all these things we call it as a matter. So what is a matter then? Anything that has mass and occupies space is matter. Has mass means what? It has weight. It occupies space means it takes the space in the particular area, right? So for example, you say balloon. Balloon also has mass. It's filled with the air, right? Clear. Mass means has weight. Now let us try to understand what is meant by volume. Children, mass is measured by weight. You can see here electronic balance, right? Generally, when you go for shopping or to buy groceries, you have observed that the shopkeeper is measuring the grocery items. Like you can see here. So all these things are measured by mass. So whatever the things around us will has a weight, and that's why we say that matter has mass. Okay. The next one is the amount of space a substance occupies is known as volume. Whatever the space that is occupied by any object, that is called its volume. So, children, do you know one amazing fact about matter? Let's try to understand. Sound, light, electricity, all these are not matter. As I said, the things around us, like anything, many things around us, maybe your mobile, your laptop, pen, pencil, erasers, or you say water, milk, these are all we call it as a matter. But can we say sound as a matter? No. So what is a matter? Which occupies the space and has mass. So these things like sound, light, electricity are not considered as matter as they do not have mass and they do not occupy the space. So what is matter made of, our children? You might be wondering, teacher is always telling what matter. So you might be thinking, what is matter made up of? So the matter is made up of very tiny particles. Matter is made up of very small tiny particles are called molecules. Can we see the germs? No. So to see the germs, to see the microbes, we need to use microscope, right? In the same way, to see the molecules also we need microscope, which we cannot see by our eyes. These are the very tiny particles which we cannot see by our eyes. So what is matter made up of then? Matter made up of molecules. Then what are molecules? Molecules are the tiny particles of matter. So what is molecule then? It's a tiny particle. It's a small part of a matter. Like molecules of water may be different, molecules of pen will be different, molecules of air is also different. And matter exists in 3 states. Do you know what are they? See, there are 3 states of matter. They are solid, liquid and gas. And here you can see a diagrammatic presentation of molecules. These are the, whatever the round shape you are able to see, these are the diagrammatic presentation of molecule. So I hope you understood today what is matter, what are the 3 states of matter, what is molecule. So today what we learned till now? What is matter? Matter is anything that occupies space and has mass, means has weight, is called matter. Okay, then what we learn second? What is matter made up of? Matter is made up of what, children? Tiny particles. What do we call them? Molecules. So if I ask, what are molecules then? Molecules are the tiny particles of matter. In how many states the matter is available? The matter is available in 3 states. They are solid, liquid and gas. So today we are going to learn the 3 states of matter, and in detail we are going to learn about them. So are you ready to understand about solid? Let's try to go understand about solids. Children, the molecules in solids are very closely packed and they cannot move freely. So you want to see how they are arranged? Look at this picture, children. Here you can see this is the arrangement of molecules. These are the solid molecules. How they are arranged? They are very tightly, closely packed. If you see the tip of our fingers, so how when you close it very closely, do you have a gap between them? No. So in this way, tightly the molecules are arranged in solid. As the molecules are very tightly, they cannot move. So solid always have definite shape and definite volume. Why do they have definite shape? Because the molecules are very closely packed, very tightly packed, and they cannot move further. Hence, they will always have definite shape and volume. The examples of solids are many. Here I have given few. Even you can find out around you many, like pencil, eraser, laptop, mobile, or you can see a glass, anything. Here I have given some examples of solids like ice, cheese, bricks, watch, diamond, glass, many more. So let us try to understand why solids have definite shape and volume. Do you want to see the experiment? Let's see.
Try to understand solids have definite shape and volume. So here I took 1 bowl of peanut. How much? 1 bowl. Now I am going to transfer this peanut into 2 containers, different containers. In this glass I have transferred. What happened? What you observed here? Is the shape of peanut change? No. Is the volume? But we will try to find out whether the volume remains same or not. Again I am going to transfer this into another bowl. What happened here? Is the peanut shape change? No. It remains same. Let us see. When I transferred into one to another container, again I took it back. What I observed? The volume remained same. What is the volume? The space occupied by object is called volume. Understood? So what we learn from this experimental, solids have definite shape and definite volume. Now let us try to understand about liquids. Liquids can.
So children, you have understood what about solid, right? Next, move to the next state of matter, liquids. The molecules in liquid are not closely packed. They can move and slide over each other. So liquids can flow. Generally, the examples of liquids are water. Water spills out usually in our house or anywhere, right? It starts flowing, it starts moving, right? Why does the water flow? Why does the liquid flow? Because the molecules in liquids are not closely packed like solid. As we have seen the tip of our fingertips, if we hold them, can they move? No. But if I have a gap, can they move like this? Can you see here now? Are they sliding? So they will, the molecules like this, they will slide over on each other, right? So how the molecules are arranged in liquid? They are little far, means they are not packed, very closely packed like solids. Hence they can move or slide over each other. You can do with you can also try with me, right? So these are the, so imagine the tip of the fingers are your liquid molecules. How they are? They have a gap between them. Do they have a gap? Right. And they can slide over each other and they can move in the space available, right? Liquids have definite volume but no definite shape. Can you say the water is round? No. Can you say the milk is square? Not, right? So you cannot say the liquids will not have any definite shape. Usually they take the shape of container and they have a definite volume. Generally we measure the liquids in liters. Suppose you go to buy in a shop to buy water bottle. So usually we buy 1 liter water bottle. So 1 liter is the volume of water we use. Or oil packets, 1 liter of oil, right? Even you can buy syrups. It is also written 50 ml, 100 ml. In different way, we measure the volume of liquids. Examples of liquids are water, juice, oil, milk, and honey. These are the examples of liquids. Now, let us try to understand liquids have definite volume but no definite shape with an experiment. So, hope you are enjoying today, right?
Children, as we learn that liquids have definite volume but no definite shape. Why? Because the molecules in liquids are loosely packed. They are not tightly packed like solids. Let us try to understand with small experiment. Here I took colored water. Okay, and the water you cannot see, you may not able to see, so I just put a color in that so that you can see clearly. Now this is approximately 100 ml glass. Okay, 100 ml. Here the volume of this glass is 100 ml. I am going to pour this water. Now what you observe, it is taking the shape of container. But what is the volume of liquid here now? The volume of liquid is complete 1 glass. Okay. Now in the same way we will transfer this water into another container. What you observe, children, here is that liquid is taking the shape of container, right? First it was taking the shape of this ball, now glass. Can you see here clearly? Okay. You take the shape of bowl. You take the shape of bowl. So what we learned that liquids have no definite shape, but the volume remain same. Let us watch. Yes. How much of water I took in this now? 100 ml. So again I got it back. So with this what we understood that the volume of liquid remain same.
So understood about liquids. Let us move to the third state of matter, gases. In gases, the molecules are very far from each other. You can see here the image where the molecules are showing. You can see the gap between the molecules. The molecules in gases are very loosely packed and can move freely. Here, why they are able to move freely? Because they are very far from each other. Like for example, they can move like this freely and they can occupy the entire space. Here are the examples of gases like smoke, cloud. Cloud is also an example of gas. Even steam, which we can see. Now, can you tell me which example of gas which we cannot see but we will feel? That is air. Even air is a matter. Air is also called as a matter as it occupies the space. Even it has weight. In the next session, we will have an experiment showing air occupies space and it has weight. Okay. Gases do not have definite shape and volume. Can you see a shape of a gas? No. Even it does not have definite volume. It takes the shape of, it occupies the entire space. So you cannot measure the volume of gas. You can measure the volume of gas only when it is tightly packed in a container. For example, I will tell you HP gas cylinder which comes in our house, right? It has a sealed one. So you can say it has a certain amount of gas. Suppose 10 liters, 15 liters gas will be filled in the cylinder, or you can see the perfumes bottles. Even you can see the perfume bottle. In this also filled, what is filled in this gas, right? When it is a tightly closed, when gas will have the volume, when it is only tightly packed, then only we can say it has a fixed volume. But as soon as you open the lid, it occupies the entire space. Hence, we say that the gas do not have definite volume.
We have seen the different examples of gas like smoke, steam, water vapor, air. All these are examples of gas. Gas occupy the entire space. Why do they occupy the entire space? As they do not have definite shape and volume. They occupy the entire space because the molecules in gas are very loosely packed. They can move freely. Imagine these are your fingertips at the, suppose imagine the molecules of gas. Suppose you leave it and you can move freely. Why they are able to move freely and occupy the entire space? As they are very far from each other. Let us try to understand with a small experiment. Here I took a hoop stick in this glass. Can you see the smoke coming out from this one? Right. Now I am going to just cover it with a lid. Now what you observe? This gas has occupied this space in the glass. Okay, this smoke has occupied the. Now immediately what I am going to do? I am going to cover this. This glass is empty, right? I am going to cover it. After 5 minutes, you can observe the space in the glass is again occupied by the smoke. Are you able to see children? Yeah. Now, as soon as I open, please observe. Yes. It is occupying the entire room. Right? So, what do you understood then? Gases do not have definite shape and volume and they occupy the entire space.
Now, let's watch a small video showing the 3 different steps of water. Hope you will enjoy it.
We have seen the different examples of gas like smoke, steam, water vapor, air. All these are examples of gas. Gas occupy the entire space. Why do they occupy the entire space? As they do not have definite shape and volume. They occupy the entire space because the molecules in gas are very loosely packed. They can move freely. Imagine these are your fingertips at the, suppose imagine the molecules of gas. Suppose you leave it and you can move freely. Why they are able to move freely and occupy the entire space? As they are very far from each other. Let us try to understand with a small experiment. Here I took a hoop stick in this glass. Can you see the smoke coming out from this one? Right. Now I am going to just cover it with a lid. Now what you observe? This gas has occupied this space in the glass. Okay, this smoke has occupied the. Now immediately what I am going to do? I am going to cover this. This glass is empty, right? I am going to cover it. After 5 minutes, you can observe the space in the glass is again occupied by the smoke. Are you able to see children? Yeah. Now, as soon as I open, please observe. Yes. It is occupying the entire room. Right? So, what do you understood then? Gases do not have definite shape and volume and they occupy the entire space.
Matter is made of particles. It exists in three states, solid, liquid, and gas. The different states of matter are due to the different arrangement of particles of matter. In solid state, the particles of matter are very close to each other. So, the particles hold each other very tightly. That is, there is a strong force of attraction between them. As a result, solids have a definite shape and volume. In liquid state, the particles are packed closely together, but they are much farther apart than the particles in solids, and so the force of attraction is weaker than it is in solids. Therefore, liquids have a definite volume, but they do not have a definite shape. They take up the shape of a container in which they are. In gases, the particles of matter are very far away from each other, and so the force of attraction between them is very weak. Thus, gases have neither a definite shape nor volume. They can fill the entire space or volume of a container, irrespective of the container size.